Okay, so I am recording. Well, welcome. So we're going to do our transition night talk, and not really transition night, but more so all about the transition month. So July is our transition month. And transition month, if you are new to Scentsy or new to the concept of transition month, it is the month before our brand new catalog, where we can also consider it our semi-annual sale, because the really great thing right now is that almost everything in our entire spring and summer catalog is 10% off. So what does that mean? That means you can tell your customers to go through their catalog, and you can go through yours. I've got mine here. And everywhere that you see a product, it's probably at least 10% off, except where you find an asterisk. So this is your clue as to what is not 10% off. It's going to be these products, if you can see here. So we're going to go through. If you see any products with a asterisk next to it, I never pronounced that correctly. So where it says $50 and there's a little ding ding next to that, these items are not going to qualify for the semi-annual sale. Those items also don't qualify for your host rewards or your perpetual rewards. So that is a clue. If you're talking to your customer and they're like, I don't understand what stuff qualifies for host rewards, what doesn't, as long as it doesn't have an asterisk, Ellie, next to it, it qualifies. So let's look back even on our bundle and save section of our catalog. By the way, this is the binder insert for the catalog. I don't remember how much. They're not expensive. I do a new binder for each catalog every year because it is how I arrange my stickers. So when I'm doing my scented stickers in here, I use one of these and I put these in a sheet protector and put them right in like that. And then I know that I put this scent on this page. Side note though. All right, so when we're looking at even our bundle and save, you guys know that Perfect Scentsy items are not included in the host rewards or the perpetual reward. Yes, you can use half price, but not the host rewards. So these also are not included in the sale, but everything else in bundle and save is going to be 10% off. Ellie, I apologize. Ellie is, I don't know what she's doing. She's digging into the couch. One moment. Let me take care of her. I don't know what her problem was. Okay. So anywhere there's an asterisk, again, it does not qualify. So you can let your customers know, instead of just saying it's 10% off or 20% off, you can say, hey, everybody, it's our semi-annual sale. I'm so excited. Blah, 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 blah. Just about everything is going to be on sale this month, including our bundle and save. So it's a great time for you to stock up on your favorites if you're going to start getting some stocking stuffers and stuff like that. Okay. So keep that in mind. So that's number one part of our transition month. We also have our discontinued list. So I'm going to put this aside. And I'm sure you've all seen the discontinued list. If you have not, it is on your workstation as a PDF. I also translated it into a JPEG. So you can take this JPEG and share it on your socials like Facebook, etc., because it's a picture and not a PDF. But it is in our file section as the PDF or as the JPEG. PDF will print better. So if you want to print these, print them right from your workstation, or you can print them from the file that I uploaded. There are some images going around that people made just by looking at the new catalog versus the old catalog. I wouldn't use those. I would try to find this official discontinued list. I personally will be printing this out for everyone that is in my scent of the month mailer. So they're going to all have one of these. I highlight the fact that it says these items are discontinued as of August 1, 2022. They will no longer be available. Majority again of these items are all going to be 20% off because they're in the discontinued list, with the exception of these Disney wall fans. The Disney wall fans, the Honey Pot, and the Flight of the Monarch are not on sale, but everything else is going to be on sale at 20% off. If you're curious about the wall fans, these are discontinuing because the new ones will have lights. So we have the old one without light, and then we will have a new one that will all have the nightlight feature, which is amazing. All of our travel tins are discontinuing. So those are all down to $4 from $5. So you're saving $1 on those. That is because we were getting rid of the travel tin product altogether and replacing it with the little twisty guy. That's the technical term, twisty guy. Can't remember what it's called. I have it in here somewhere. I have one, so I should know what it's called. It's called, Heidi, Travel Twist, right? Travel Twist, yeah, okay. Heidi knows, she has one too, in Luna, but she doesn't like the scent, but I told her she should learn to like it. Do you like it now? No, okay, she doesn't like it.
Yes, the Travel Twist, I'll be ordering them all in the other scents, just not Luna. I should have gave you mine because
Yeah, you should have.
I wasn't thinking.
That's okay. So we have Travel Twist. Those are going to be coming out. So that's a new product to get excited for. But before we start getting excited about our new products, we're going to be sad about these ones. So again, we have our discontinued list. There's some cool lists of, like, you know, people are like, oh, these scents are going away, yada, yada, yada. It's better if you try to like have actual photos or videos. If you have these products, take a video of the copper cast warmer in action and let people know that they can get it at a 20% discount this month. Let them know the exact price. It's while supplies last. So if we sell out of our inventory of any of these before the end of the month, then they are gone forever. The thing with the warmers is warmers typically do not come back unless like in a fluke like flash sale type of thing. But for the most part, warmers do not return after they have been discontinued, with the exception of this holiday season, but ignore that I'm even sharing that. Okay, so there's that with our thing. So I have a list here of stuff I was going to talk to you all about. Do I know where it is? No. I want to make sure I don't miss anything. I'll probably find it at the end. All right, so let's keep going then. All right. Now, like I said, I printed out my discontinued list for the transition month. Where did I just put that? This month is also like your opportunity to start getting your items ready for fall, winter, as well as getting rid of all of your current spring, summer items. So if you have a lot of catalogs on hand from spring, summer, if you have it's right here. You have a lot of catalogs on hand for the spring, summer season. If you have a lot of these, which I do, I was like, oh my goodness, I didn't even realize that I still have a package of product lists that I have not even opened. You're going to want to pass them out, okay, and get rid of these. Yeah, it's okay. Like at the end of the season, you don't need to throw them away. You can use them as, you can make them into confetti. You could shred them. You could clip them to make them into confetti. Catalogs, I still will give out and say this catalog is old, but contact me for a new one. If you like what you see, etc. Because often, especially if, say, I had last year's fall winter catalogs, but obviously we have a new one. I still have some of those catalogs on hand. I'll pass those out because a lot of the stuff's going to be the same as far as scents go, etc. And then I can give them some suggestions. The same with spring, summer. Obviously, all of our scents are going to be different with that one, but most of the warmers are going to be the same. So it depends on what your person's looking for. Also, they're good to have on hand in your mobile office, for example, because maybe you're going to run into somebody who's like, oh, you sell Scentsy, can I have a catalog? You may not want to give them your really expensive pack that you've put together that you give your hostess or your party guests, because you don't necessarily know that that person is going to contact you and be in touch with you about your items. So if they don't contact you, then you're not really out too much by giving them an old catalog. Obviously, you're going to do your best to get their contact information, but some people are not going to want to give it, like when you're in line checking out at Home Goods. They're not going to be like, yeah, here's my cell number. So, just make sure you're like, okay, all my contact information is on this. Take this home with you. This is an old catalog, but I want you to look through it. If there's anything you like. And then, if you're interested, just message me at this number and I'll send you a new one. That way you've got their contact info, etc. So we want to try to get all of our old stuff out because you spent money on it, for one thing. And it's just the economic thing to do, right? You spent your marketing dollars on these need to work for you. So with that said, all of mine are going again with the discontinued list into my scent of the month mailer, which I believe is at least 80 letters that go out. So I will send them out that way. You can pass them out to people. You can leave them behind at places like gas station bathroom or whatever, rest area bathroom, something like that. Another option is there is this little flyer here. This is a Canva template that I adapted to my own. If you guys want, I can share the template with you. It says bye, bye, bye. You may hate me, but it ain't no lie. These bars are going bye, bye, bye. Add them to Scentsy Club today. So like take this, and with this one, what I'm going to do, there's 3 to a sheet. So on this one, I'm taking, these are all my retired stickers. So usually I'll keep my stickers and then if I use them again next year. So what I'll do is I'll just go through and I'll put some stickers across here and then cut them and send them out with the discontinued list. They'll have this little tiny sheet, the discontinued list, and then the products sheet. Okay, so this is getting rid of our spring, summer items. We're getting rid of our stickers. We're getting rid of our catalog list. We're sending everyone a discontinued list. And on the back of that, there's also going to be information on Scentsy Club, because this is the last month for our Scentsy Club incentive. So you want to try to get at least 3 people with a $60 plus, that's what I'm aiming for, in Scentsy Club to get this last third incentive. So I have this will be on the back of the one with the stickers. It's just my Scentsy Club little one sheet information. Again, this is a Canva template. I'll share the template with y'all and you can edit it if you would like. So this is going to be on the back of the bye, bye, bye with the stickers. It is also on the back of this is how I send out my monthly samples. So in my sample club, I send out 3 samples usually every month. They include obviously the scent of the month here. And then typically I have with these 2 spots, just 2 featured bars. This month I went through all of my samples that are pre-made and take all of the ones that I have on hand already made. I don't want to waste money. I don't want them just sitting in my closet for a year, and I'm going to send them out. So not everybody's getting the same ones. It says retired scents here, 20% off. And then it said retired scent here. It says, or add it to your Scentsy Club and get it forever. Details on reverse. So they can have these samples. This one has, again, the scent of the month, which is the desert tropics. And then retiring scent, shoreline drive, retiring scent, sea salt, and avocado. They're all going to be different. Like this one has Mad for Melon and Coastal Sunset on it. So I just went through all of my pre-made samples and I'll be getting those out with my scent of the month mailer. So we're finding ways to get rid of samples that have already been made up. We're getting rid of stickers that we have on hand. We're going to get rid of all of these extra items that you may have. If you don't have the extra items, no worries. You also can make up some samples of items, or you can take your old testers if you have them, and you can send those out as well. I personally do not like to send out my old testers because I use them to make future samples, which is where I got all those. So if you're wondering what the heck, Teresa, why do you have so many of these samples made? Because at the beginning of the season, you may remember, I made samples from my old testers. So no one requested a make a splash sample yet this year. So I have 5 make a splash samples here that I will just put a label on and attach to those. The same with like prickly pear and agave. I try to have done up as many of these as I can. I always do the new scents every season because those are the main ones that I give out in my party packs. But I do try to make sure that I also have all of the various scents available so that if somebody says to me, what does Aloha citrus smell like? I can just be like, oh, I'll pop a sample in the mail to you. I have them all done. So those were my spring summers. So one of the things that you can do then, we're doing our annual sale and sending that out to our current customers, our customers from the last 3 months. The other thing you want to be able to contact are people who have purchased those scents in the past. There is an easy way for you to do that. So this again is also why whenever you place a customer order on your workstation that ships to yourself, you still want to put your customer's name in there. And I'm going to show you, hopefully I can share my screen, how to pull up that report. So share screen, and we're going to share this, I think. All right. You are screen sharing. Okay, you should be able to see what I is sharing. All right, so we're gonna go to, what am I doing? No, we're gonna go to the workstation and log in. And it's being a little bit slow. We're going to go to reporting. View sales reports. I apologize. This is a little laggy. I would change my Wi-Fi, but it'll probably kick us off the Zoom, so I'm not gonna. All right, so one of the things that you can do under sales reports, okay, I'm gonna go to product history. If you've never done a sales report, go to product history. The first thing I'm going to do is change my start date because I don't need it to start looking from 2/16, January 2016, because I was not a consultant until 2020. Okay, then we're going to come over here and I like to do a search for Scentsy bar. And it's going to come up with all of the bars that have been sold since whatever the date is. It didn't change the date, whatever. I'll fix that later. So I'm going to look at my discontinued list and I'm going to just go through here. And we have Aloha Citrus. We have Apple Teeny Splash. I'm just going to do a couple. Hopefully we'll pull somebody that's ordered some of these. And then Apricot Vanilla, Be Fabulous, Berry Bright. So you just want to go through your whole discontinued list. Very Bright. And again, type in Scentsy bar to just make it a little easier for you to search. We have Bonfire Beach. Camo Camo, Cinnamon Vanilla. So we're going to find all of our customers that have ordered these scents because not all your customers are going to see everything you post on Facebook. Some might not see anything you post on Facebook. We can go through. This gives you an opportunity to reach out to them. Cloudberry Dreams. Kind of glad that's discontinuing because I don't like it. So, I mean, I don't have to warm it. So I guess I'm not glad, but it's like one of Adeline's favorites, Coastal Sunset. And she always wants to put it in her bedroom. And I don't like it. So entirely selfish of me. Okay, so cocoa lime. I'm just going to do this first row here. Coconuts for coconuts. Obviously, there's a lot more discontinuing than that, but for the sake of running this report, I'm not going to do the whole thing. And then you're going to click search. Now, it doesn't look like anything is happening. You scroll down to the bottom of your screen and you see these little dots down here that are moving. If you could see those, then that's how you know the report is working. Okay. So I'm going to just scroll up. It is working. It is trying. There were people on there just a second ago. Why did it reset to the 2016? Would you stop doing that? I swear, sometimes our stuff is not. Okay. Our reports are not awesome sometimes. Like workstation can be a poop. I said it. All right. You doing it? Are you working? I promise you people will come up because I have had customers make orders. Okay. So that's it. Just Allison. Anyways, it's going to come up eventually. So take your time with this. Again, I'm super laggy right now. And it will come up. Here we go. Here's some more. Oh, look, it's Brittany's. It's going to come up with some more of people who have ordered in the past and what they've ordered from our discontinued list. So I can reach out to Caroline and say, Caroline, I just wanted to make sure you knew that if you love camo, it is retiring. So you may want to add it to your Scentsy club because I know she already has a club, or stock up. So let me know if I can grab some for you or if you need any help updating your club, yada, yada, yada. So that's how you do that report. It takes a minute to pull. So take your time. Obviously, it's taking even longer because it's lagging tonight. Everybody in my house is on the internet at the moment. So that's under the product history. Okay, so product history report. All right, stop in the share because it slowed everything down. So that's where you can go through again, and that gives you an opportunity to reach out to all of your customers, whether they've ordered in the last 3 months, because those are the people that are getting my mailer, or if it's been 2 years and maybe they didn't even realize, because we also have scents that have been around a long time, like sea salt and avocado, jammy time, my hero, all of those, and they may not realize that they're discontinuing. Sun-kissed citrus, sadness. Okay, so that is how we're going to contact people about the fragrances when you get paid on the 10th. So moving on to the next thing, you should be getting paid this month. When you do get paid, make sure you're putting some of that back into your Scentsy business. So if you have not already purchased your supplies for the fall winter catalog, then you're going to want to grab those. Depending on you and your business and how you plan on working it, it just makes sense for you to grab it while it's on sale this month. If you are unable to do so, then you can grab it at a later date, but it is easier to get everything in hand and start doing your labeling, start going through your catalogs and flagging things, et cetera, start making your samples. So you want to stock up on your supplies, go through your business and see what you need. It's hard to predict how many catalogs you're going to go through. So just take a look at what you've done over the last 3 months of catalog usage, and then go from there. Maybe duplicate that. Or if you're planning on upping the number of parties that you're going to have over the fall and winter, go up a little bit. The fall and winter is going to be drastically busier for you than the spring and summer catalog season, because we get really, really busy with our various Scentsy holiday things. I'm watching like Heidi's house. What's going on at Heidi's? like what she's taking out of the oven. Anyway, sorry, I got distracted because I was like looking at that. I was like, what's going on over there?
I hide all the pans in the oven because they don't
Yeah.
fit in the cabinet.
And you forgot. Yeah, that's what I thought was going on. So I was just like, I think it's better than my mom used to keep the bread in the oven and then like would turn it on and all the plastic would melt.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
All right. So to reiterate, stock up on your supplies when you can, and make sure that you're prepared, because when August 1st hits and it's our new fall winter catalog and somebody asks you for a catalog, you want to make sure you already have them. You have them, they're labeled, they're ready to go. And if not before that, because personally, I'm going to start sending out those catalogs to anyone that requests them. I'm not sending, I used to send them to everyone, but postage has gotten way too expensive. So I'm just going to, anyone that requests them, I will mail their catalogs out probably starting on the 20th and later. So there you go. Again, discontinued list, da, 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 da. All right. So another thing, this discontinued list, this is mine. I put it on a clipboard. I have it handy because you're going to want to go through all of your current testers and pull the discontinued ones. If you get a transition kit, which is this, if you get a transition kit, you are going to receive all of the scents that you need for fall and winter, except what you currently have already for spring, summer. So you go through your testers. This is my tester bag. I have 3 of them. I go through my tester bag when it comes closer to the end of the month, because this is still going to be going out to people. They're going to still be taking a look at these samples or these testers. So, but I'm going to be ready when the end of the month hits to go through and pull out all of my retired scents out of here. But I have to keep in here the ones that are staying. Okay, so make sure you realize that you're not getting rid of everybody, because some of these guys are sticking around. Okay, so there's that. If you've been doing this for a little while, you may wonder, what do I do with those old testers? Because I'm going to pull all those spring, summer testers out of here. And if they're the same ones that disappeared last spring, summer, then I probably already have some of those testers on hand. Again, that's where I keep them for a season, and next spring, summer, if they come back in my new catalog, I'm going to make samples out of them. So that's where all of these samples came from, right? So this was an old Aloha Citrus or Oh Snapdragon. But Oh Snapdragon came back, so they sent me a new one. So I took my old tester. Each tester makes 5 of the Scentsy samples. So 5 of the Scentsy shapes. Each tester makes 5. If you want to make more, then you can get those little circle ones from Amazon. But 5 usually is okay number for me, because again, like I said, I tend to try to make the biggest amount of samples are the new scents. So I will take, like, you know, all the summer moonlights, etc. Like that's what I focused on in the beginning. So we have our 10 new fall scents. Those are what I'm going to do majority of my samples when I do party packs, etc., because no one's ever tried those scents. So pulling out our old ones and then getting ready to put in the new ones. I've already started to pull. I went through all of my old testers from last year and I pulled out all of the returning testers. Still following me? I know I'm all over the place. So where is it? Where am I? Here they are. This morning I started, Adeline and I, we pulled out all of our returning testers and I put them in a little baggie. I match them up. These have the scent proof baggies. And then over the next few weeks, I will start making all of these samples. So we started today. And we'll have at least 5 samples already done for Cozy Cardigan, Clove and Cinnamon, Autumn Hearth. And I just need to make my labels and go from there. Around the campfire. So just a couple, because people will always ask you, what does around the campfire smell like? And you're like, it smells like fire. Like that doesn't, you want to kind of be able to give them a sample of fire. It does smell like fire. All right. Sales report, Scentsy Club, stock up now. Okay. So I already showed you how to do your sales report. And again, I would suggest first, like, oh, these scents are going away. Would you like to set up a Scentsy Club so that you can get them forever? They're like, oh my gosh, forever. I don't need them forever. Like, oh, you know what we can do? We can set you up a 3-month club, a quarterly club. You'll only get 2 bars until next February when you find out if it comes back or not. So if it comes back in February, you just take it out of your club and you've only purchased 2 bars. 2 bars between now and then, you'll use those next spring, summer, I promise. You know, they don't want to be like, I don't want like that. People think that they're going to have 12, you know, pina colada cha-cha. And you're like, no, 2. You'll have 2 pina colada cha-chas between now and next summer. Use them as soon as, you know, the weather turns, etc. Okay, so we talked about the sales report, the leftover marketing materials. My next tip for the fall winter season is we do not want to market our catalog too soon. You are your own business owner. I am not your boss. I am not your advisor as what you need to do for your business. I'm here to help you, but you don't have to listen to me. So when I say don't market it too soon, that is your prerogative. Personally, I want to sell the crap out of the rest of my June or my rest of my spring, summer catalogs this month while I can, rather than sell these things that don't come out until August, because my August paycheck will be poo-poo if I'm not making any sales until August 1st. So I'm going to focus on all my Scentsy current things, especially the ones that are discontinuing, and I'm going to try to sell the crud out of those before I start introducing the spring, summer. I mean, the fall, winter. Who am I? Where am I? Once probably the 20th or the 20th, I think, is when I'm going to start doing last chance, first glance parties. And I'm going to start that with a sip and sniff here at my house, but I'm also going to do last chance, first glance Facebook parties. So anyone who has a Facebook party right now is still getting spring, summer stuff. They're getting the discontinued list. They're going to get a bunch of samples. These items are discontinuing. I'm going to share them with them to Scentsy Club. I've gone through and I pulled out like everything that I can that is discontinued. Like we're getting rid of pineapple, coconut, vanilla body wash. And so I've got these samples there. Those are going out. You know, if we're discontinuing a type of laundry, then I'm going to ship that stuff out, but we're not, that sort of thing. So we want to get all of that out before we start marketing this. Another thing to keep in mind is people are going to get really excited about this. We want them excited about this, but soon as August 1st hits, we'll start hearing talk of that harvest catalog, which is huge. But that comes out September 1st. It's very exciting. It's a really good catalog. So when that comes out, we want to make sure that our customers already have this and are wanting these items, current catalog items, because we're going to have our harvest catalog and then boom, it's going to feel like our holiday catalog is right on top of that. So very busy season, but you want to sell your catalog. I also don't know what they're doing for qualifications as far as the trips go, but that will start August 1st. So if you want to start earning that trip, we're going to have to start selling out the gate as far as August 1 comes, right? So make sure you're ready to go. Another thing I'm doing to make sure that I am ready to go, again, I'm not sharing this stuff too soon. I am going through, I'm figuring out what pages I want to put my stickers on of my catalog. Okay, for those that request a catalog, not everybody's going to request one, and that's fine because I don't want to spend money, $2 mailing a catalog to somebody who doesn't want it. You want them to want it. don't mail it just because. You can create these. This is the last year's, which I had too many, I guess. New releases, scratch and sniff stickers. So there is a template already for the new releases, scratch and sniff for this season. I will share my template with y'all once I have it finalized. I'm still working on it a little bit. And then on the back side of that, which I think I've shared them as well, that like other people who have created them. And on the back side of that, I have host a scented social, or yeah, host a scented social, host a Scentsy party. Oh, I gotta change that. I said in July. Host a Scentsy party and get your new fall winter favorites for free. I'm gonna remove that word in July. And then it shows how it works, what the rewards are, etc. And for more information, scan here. So that will be on the back of that. So I'm making sure I have that all ready. I'm making sure then that I'm gonna have all my samples made of my new scents. Because I want to have those people that have a party set up for the end of the month. I have an in-person party on July 30th. Like the ladies that are going to be at that party are going to place their orders for the spring summer stuff that's leaving the next morning. So I have to get those in the next day as soon as possible, because usually what will happen the day before transition, everything sells out that hadn't sold out already, because people are waiting to put in those parties. And usually the website crashes because it gets a little cray cray. So just make sure you're not waiting until the last minute. So you're going to have those things put in. I have that woman that's hosting that party, but I'm also giving all of our guests are going to have the samples and the catalog to take with them of the new stuff, because her party link is going to be open, and then they can order from the fall winter as well. So I'll have my testers there as well, and we'll do a sippy, sniffy, whatever. Another thing that you can do also is when you pull out your testers, if you're going to be doing in-person events, pull your testers out and show people like this giant bowl of all of the retiring testers and be like, look at all these things that are leaving. Let's go through and find your favorites, set you up a club. Boom, boom, boom. All they need is 10 bars. As soon as they have 10 bars in that club, they will get 10% off and a half price item. Put 10 bars in your club, you get 10% off, and 11 bars in your club, because I think the 10% off goes before the 10. So then it would only be $54. So 11 bars in your club, you're going to spend $60 with 11 bars in your club, and you're going to get a free or 10% off, and you're going to get a half price whip box or half price brick. Also, your favorite people who love Jammy Time or Squeeze the Day, or they're like, the only scent I ever warm is sea salt and avocado. They can get the brick in Scentsy Club. That's not going away as of right now. So we'll keep that in mind. All right. I think, have I covered everything? You know, at the end of the month, you're going to tell people, let's do a party. Let's get you going. I know you want these items. Let's get them for you for free at half price. Will your friends and family get to enjoy the 20 to 10 or 10 to 20% off? We'll get your items. Maybe we can wait and get your items for free next month when the new catalog ends, that sort of thing. Just get everything all set up. Also, you're going to want to start creating your labels for the new scents, the new fall winter stuff. So I'm starting my labels already for the fall winter scents, get those done. And any changes I have to make, I know most of the like flyer things, like all those flyer groups, they create those generic flyers or whatever, and they'll have those all done and ready. I like to have my own stuff too, because it's got my own look to it. But I want to be ready for those fall winter parties and make sure that my posts are ready to go. So when I say, oh, check out our new scents, it's going to actually have our new scents and not last season's new scents. When I want to highlight the warmers, I want to make sure I'm highlighting the warmers that are currently available. that sort of thing. An option as well right now, back to the discontinued items, I created an album in my VIP page of all of the discontinued warmers so that people can see them, the warmers that are discontinuing. I'm going to be doing a girls' night in. I gotta call it something else. Wax night in. I don't know. On I don't have any boys in my VIP yet, but someday maybe. We're gonna do a wax night in on Thursday this week. I can share the template with you all as well, of like this or that, you know, the every 5-minute post. So this or that's using our discontinued warmers, this or that with our wax that's discontinuing. And then I always follow up with those with people that participate. They get a mailing of the wax that they chose and those this and that. They'll get that in the mail along with a little note that says, make sure you add these to a club. Basically, I'm pushing club, discontinued items, buy them. So that's it, I think, for transition, is that we're trying to make sure we get rid of all of the things from this season and then set ourselves up for success for next season so that on August 1st, you're not like, I can't have a party right now. I haven't made a single sample. Or I can't do a mailer. I don't know. I don't even have catalogs yet. You just want to make sure you're ready. Another thing to update more. I'm sure it's mine. I'm gonna work on this. I'll share it with y'all when I have it. The like it, love it, not for me. With the new fall winter stuff. I think that's about it. Any questions, Heidi?
No, I don't think I have any questions. I just realized that I have a lot to do.
Yes. But the good news is it's the 5th of July. And it's better to like start thinking about it now than the last week of July, because that is, it is a lot to do. But when you set yourself up and get it done ahead of time, you're not playing catch up. Because as soon, like I said, as soon as August comes, we've got September 1st, we've got harvest. Then we have holiday, and we're going to be like gangbusters. You have all of the like events, and people call you up randomly and like, I need a gift for my kid's teacher, and we need a hostess gift, and yada yada. So just like get it taken care of now.
Yeah, at least sticker all the catalogs the way I want them and have everything like, so if somebody stops over, I can just give it to them.
Correct.
Because right now I had 10 ready to go from this catalog season, and I gave them all out this week. So now I have nothing to give out, so I have to do it again.
Right.
You're frozen. What happened? Oh, there you are. You were like,
maybe I was just, I was just listening intently.
so yeah, I need to like, instead of doing like 10 at a time, I need to do all of them. Because
I mean, you don't need to do all of them, but right now, what do you have? You have 25 catalogs. So
yeah,
you can do all 25 of those and get them done. You have 72 of each of the stickers. So those good. And then if you have any of the other stickers, slap them in all the other pages, have them ready, labeled on the back, then they're ready to go. And then you can even start putting them in the envelopes. Don't seal them up yet, obviously. Get them into the envelope that you want them in. Any samples you do along the way, tuck those in and have them ready.
Still probably have about 15 or 20 catalogs from this season to get rid of.
Good. And then if you have the samples already done, just take what you have.
And if I do those 3 parties, I'm going to use those catalogs and then tell them after the party, if they want a new catalog, they have to call me.
Yes.
Like you said, I'm not just going to give them away.
Right. Yeah. I mean, and if anybody really like, if they're not the type of person anymore, because not everybody is, that wants to physically touch a catalog, they can have your digital catalog link. And I learned from that report that we got done at SFR, like that is one of my pages that I don't share enough, what the digital catalog link is. So send that out, share that with everybody, have people flip through that same thing, and they can ask you questions.
A lot of people probably like the digital versus something in the mail.
Yeah.
I don't know a majority of people's addresses because they ship to me and then I drop it off to them. So I don't know anybody's address to send them a catalog.
All your customers are very local to you, so that makes it helpful. So we also what else did I do? Oh, so these are my new testers, right? One of the things I like to do at the beginning of a catalog season as well is I will go through the digital catalog is on your workstation, so you can download that. And I specifically go through and I print out these pages that have all of the scents.
Okay.
I print these out so that I can pull from my old testers and old samples and old bars. I have bars that are half used or whatever. And I'm like, oh, I can make a sample out of that. But I also look through, and anything that's like has some unique new, like Fluffy Fleece was a brick. I don't think I have it because I think I
think
gave it
I have
away because I hated it. So but that
last-
was a
right.
yeah, from last Christmas. It was
Yeah,
a
I
one of
didn't
those
like that
bricks.
either.
Well, now it's going to be available in fragrance flower, car bar, scent circle, room spray, and laundry. So I highlighted that as this is a sample that I'm going to want to send out to everybody. So I need to make sure that I have Fluffy Fleece bar on August 1st, like to make sure I ordered it, that I'm going to make a plan that Fluffy Fleece is something that gets sampled, because you have 6 months of samples to do using this and your scent of the month. Because I like to send personally, I'll do the scent of the month sample plus 2 more. So when I do that, I want to go through and make sure I have 12 samples that I know I want to give out. And I'm not just like, oh, I got to send a sample and I just like grab something and do it. So I kind of want to be smart about it and offer items that have a lot of options. Like vanilla bean buttercream is going to be one.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And I'm shocked. Coconut lemongrass is not going away. Isn't that crazy? That one usually retires.
A customer asked me that if that was going to carry through, and I was like, I don't think so, but it's
It
not
is.
on. It wasn't on the paperwork.
Yeah, it's
Just
staying.
continued. So I was like, well, maybe it's still going to be here.
Yeah,
But Squeeze the Day, I'm disappointed. Squeeze the Day is going away.
that's purposeful for us to try to push club. Squeeze the Day, Sunkissed Citrus, Jammy Time. Those are all bricks available in club.
Squeeze the Day and Cocoa Lime is my top 2 that everybody wants.
You're gonna have to get a club going for them.
I sent all 15 of them the information. So I'm hoping somebody takes the club bite.
Yep. What other ones? Christmas Cottage is another one. Polar Bear Hug as well. So I kind of just look through which ones I really do well, or have a lot of these little things.
Have a lot of products to go with it.
Have a lot of products to go with them. Like, so me sending out samples of, again, the new scents makes sense, right? But those are only available in bar, room spray, and scent circle. So I want to make sure it's not something like around the campfire. I'm not going to make 100 around the campfire samples and send those out. One, I would, but 2, it's only available in bar, spray, and scent circle. I love that as a mixer, but not, I wouldn't warm like 4 cubes of.
But the spray, even the spray, I find it so oily. Like if
Yeah.
there was a mist spray, like the odor out, how that comes, I wish all this, it was in a bottle like that. So you can like mist it rather than like an oil residue. Because I sprayed it in my car and it left like an oil residue on everything.
Yeah, it says not to do that. So on these here, I would make sure, because it says contains fragrance oils that may cause damage. Do not spray on or permit contact with fabrics, painted surfaces, or finished surfaces. Do not spray in automobiles or in confined areas. Shake well before using. I will say, read your directions, 1. 2, it almost says don't spray this anywhere. But I tend to spray mine only over carpet, inside toilet rolls, or in the toilet bowl. But only over carpet because it is an oil and it's a concentrated oil. So it'll actually remove your finish.
So in my car, you know how your car, like underneath the mat, I spray it there, but I missed the other day and the oil residue, I was just like, why can't they have something that's misted and same thing, but without so much oil.
Well, that's just Scentsy Fresh, but it's not in all the scents.
I know.
And again, so we'll have Vanilla Waves will be new in the body line. So like, that's when I'm gonna make sure that oh no, we don't have it in wax. That's odd. Okay, so never mind. So look through these basically and start making yourself a plan, because if I was like, oh, I want them to smell Vanilla Waves, I'm gonna send them the wax sample. And then, because I still have that wax from last year, people are gonna be like, I want that in wax. And I'll be like, I'm just kidding, it's not available in wax, so don't do that.
So they're giving us another products, but not keeping the wax. That makes no sense.
That's okay. Maybe they think it will
They're-
perform better.
Like you said, they're pushing club.
Yeah. Well, Vanilla Waves expired last season, but yeah, there's a push for club, which is good. I mean, club is amazing because it's residual income that people, you don't think about it, it just happens. So, all right, kids. Well, I'm gonna go if there's no more questions.
Recording.
Yeah. Yep, still recording. It's gonna go on YouTube and on our team page. Miss Heidi. All right, you weren't inappropriate this time. This time. All right. So that's it. If there's no more questions, if you want files for anything, I will try to make sure everything's uploaded. Remind me if I miss anything and get to work.
I like the bye-bye thing you were doing.
Bye bye bye. Yeah, somebody else. I didn't do that. Somebody else made that.
Oh, I was giving you all the credit.
You can, but it wasn't me. I took it from somebody else. Everything I do, I take from somebody else. For the most part, nothing I do is original.
I'm sure some stuff you do is authentic.
Not much. All right.
Okay, sounds good.
I'll stop recording. Let me know if you have questions.